Hi, I'm Colin James, and I'm about to be unlocked. Sean asked, is there a tune of yours that became a hit and shocked the hell out of you? Oh yeah, Into the Mystic. Wasn't my song, so it doesn't really fall into your category, but that did shock me, because we put it on the song, we put it last on the record, almost didn't make the record, we had to record it twice, and I flew out to Toronto to start doing some press, and people started going, everyone started talking about Into the Mystic, and I was like, you're kidding. And then it did well, and it was a shock. There's my answer, yes. Liz asked, if you could have any artist cover one of your songs, who would it be and which song? Oh wow, that's a hard one. Make a Mistake. It would be Make a Mistake, and who would sing it? Anyone can make a mistake, only you could cause my heart to break. Who would do that? Oh my God, who would do Make a Mistake? Maybe a woman? Maybe not. Anyone can make... It's got a Philadelphia soul thing. Sure, Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars, cover Make a Mistake. Why not, right? Or Shelby Lynn. Shelby Lynn would kill it. Georgia asked, what's the hardest part of your job? This. Today, getting up at 4:30 in the morning. What's the hardest part of my job? Writing the songs. That really is the hardest, because, going out and playing, I've played all my life, but it takes you it takes me about a year and a half to get a whole record ready, and it just takes time, and you want it, it's hard. It makes you crazy. Crazier than you already are. Vicky asked me, if you could collaborate with any artist living or dead, who would it be? Well, that's really tough, man. Well, Stevie Wonder, I love Stevie Wonder, but I'd be so intimidated I wouldn't be able to collaborate with Stevie Wonder. I wouldn't even know where to start. There's a friend of mine who passed on a few years ago named Jerry Williams, and when I had a chance to write with Jerry, I was pretty young, and I think I'd do a better job writing with him now, because he's written some amazing songs. Like, he wrote 6 out of 10 songs on Eric Clapton's Journeyman record, and I was just a little young, and yeah. That guy, Jerry Lynn Williams. Eddie asks, what's the real story of when you met Stevie Ray Vaughan? The real story is just like I'm not sure if you've heard any of the stories, but it's really straight ahead. I had heard of him for a few months. I was a massive fan. I had already moved to Vancouver. I was playing with a harmonica player from San Francisco. Went to Saskatchewan just to catch my breath, maybe borrow some money off my parents. And somebody phoned me up and said, could you open up for Stevie Ray Vaughan tomorrow night? I told them I had a band, which I didn't. I went to Saskatoon the next night, met people I'd never met before, I had to find musicians, so I found a drummer and a bass player from the Saskatoon Jazz Society, if you can believe it. And we had a rehearsal 1 hour before I opened up for him with people I'd never met before. And Stevie came bouncing in the room and said, oh my God, is it true that you guys don't even know each other? And I said, sadly, yes. And I broke 2 strings on the second song or so, and I had no backup guitar, I had no manager, and Stevie's guitar tech came out with one of Stevie's guitars, and that was it. Me and Stevie became friends. Megan asked, do you have any advice for young Canadian musicians? Don't do what I did. Any advice? Well, do it because you love it. If you're doing it because you want to get on a TV show, or if you're doing it because you want to be rich, or if you're doing it, then it may not work, because your impetus has to be the love of the music. Really, I didn't even consider making records. All I wanted to do was maybe play for a living. So I think just really put your head down and know that if you've decided to do it, that's your calling, and give it a go. I guess that's it. Someone had asked, and we're going to find out who that was because I can't remember right now. Someone had asked how I ended up singing the theme song of the kids' show, George Shrinks. And it was really nothing much to it. I got a call one day, would you come to Toronto? I think it was right around the time of the Little Big Band. And George Shrinks had kind of a jazzy dad who was kind of like taken off kind of from the Lucy, Desi Arnaz's character, you know, jazz guy. And somebody thought I would sing the song all right, so they kind of wanted me to sound a little bit like Elvis when I did it. But I'm really proud of it, man. It was a great little kids show, and I sung a kids theme song, so that's awesome. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for having me on Music Vaults, and I hope I answered your questions correctly. It's been a very long day. I'm kind of dazed, but cheers and thanks for the questions. Cheers, see you next time.
If you don't know where you're going, close the door.